Hollywood love stories are like shooting stars, dazzling, but they burn out fast. So when Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, one of Tinseltown's most glamorous couples, called it quits in June 2025, jaws dropped. After nearly a decade, a swoon-worthy engagement, and a daughter who's the light of their lives, Daisy Dove, they've gone their separate ways. But this isn't your typical tabloid drama. They're keeping it friendly, focused on co-parenting, and leaving us all wondering, what broke this fairy tale apart? From stolen burgers to space trips and cryptic Instagram posts, let's unravel the shocking twists and untold stories behind Katy and Orlando's split. Buckle up. It's a wild ride. The news hit like a thunderbolt. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, engaged since 2019, were done. Sources spilling to People and Us Weekly confirmed the split in June 2025, saying tensions had been simmering for months. It was a long time coming, one insider whispered, hinting at a slow unraveling rather than a sudden fight. Unlike Katy's messy divorce from Russell Brand, which she once called one of her darkest chapters, this breakup is surprisingly civil. No courtroom battles, no public shade. Just two parents putting their 4-year-old daughter, Daisy, first. They've promised to co-parent with love, splitting time in Montecito to keep her world steady. Even Orlando's ex, Miranda Kerr, who shares son Flynn with him, gave her blessing, with sources saying she's supportive of their focus on family. Friends of the couple, though, were stunned. Many thought their bond was unbreakable after surviving so much. But if everything's so amicable, what pushed them to this point? The clues were there if you knew where to look. Fans started raising eyebrows weeks before the official word. Orlando showed up solo to Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's star-studded wedding in Venice, Italy, ready to light up the dance floor, according to TMZ. Meanwhile, Katy was halfway across the globe, rocking her Lifetime's tour in Australia. Her engagement ring was missing from recent Instagram snaps, and fans noticed the couple's once frequent PDA posts, like cozy beach selfies or goofy Halloween throwbacks, had dried up. Then came Katy's Sydney concert, where she teased a fan for sliding into Orlando's DMs saying, "Get your own life." Her tone was playful, but ex-users caught a vibe. Is Katy throwing shade? One post asked, while another speculated, no ring, no Orlando, trouble in paradise. The rumor mill was in overdrive, and these moments only fanned the flames. Something was clearly off, but there's more to this story than a missing ring. Katy's been under a spotlight hotter than the Australian sun, and it's taken a toll. Her 143 album, meant to be a triumphant comeback, landed with a thud. Rolling Stone called it a missed opportunity, and fans on X lamented it lacked the spark of her teenage dream era. Sources told People that Katy was crushed, pouring her heart into the project only to face endless comparisons. "I put everything into this," she told a Sydney crowd, her voice cracking. Her Lifetime's tour, a 75-day global marathon, kept her on the road, away from Orlando and Daisy. Orlando, meanwhile, was busy with his own projects, like prepping for his film Deep cover. "She's been stressed to the max," an insider said, noting that Orlando tried to be her cheerleader but couldn't always bridge the gap. The distance, both physical and emotional, started to crack their foundation. And just when you thought it couldn't get tougher, another storm hit. Katy's Blue Origin space trip in April 2025 was supposed to be her moment to shine, singing "What a Wonderful World" in zero gravity, flashing a daisy for her daughter. Instead, it turned into a PR nightmare. The Los Angeles Times reported fans slamming it as a tone-deaf stunt, with environmental groups on X calling out the carbon footprint of her billionaire-backed joyride. "She felt like a human piñata," a source said, and the backlash didn't just sting her pride, it seeped into her relationship. Orlando, always the supportive partner, couldn't shield her from the online hate, and sources say the public scrutiny added weight to their already strained bond. Katy's eco-friendly image, built on songs like Roar, took a hit, and the disconnect between her public persona and this move didn't help their private struggles. It's the kind of pressure that can make even the strongest couples wobble. But to understand the full picture, let's go back to where it all began. Picture this. It's 2016, and Katy Perry's at a Golden Globes after-party when Orlando Bloom swipes an In-N-Out burger from her table. "Hey, that's mine!" she laughed, later spilling the story on Jimmy Kimmel. "He was so hot, I let him have it." Sparks flew, and by May, they were sneaking whispers at Cannes, dodging paparazzi while giggling over shared desserts. Their romance was a whirlwind. Cute moments like dressing as Trump and Clinton for Halloween, visiting kids' hospitals as Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and that viral paddleboarding snap in Italy where Orlando, well, let it all hang out. It was Europe. He shrugged on Ellen while Katy joked, "I saved him for the boat." They hit a rough patch in 2017, splitting after an Oscar party snub, with Katy later tweeting, "You can still love your ex." But by 2018, they were back, stronger than ever. On Valentine's Day 2019, Orlando proposed with a helicopter ride and a flower-shaped ring, landing on a rooftop with Katy's family cheering. They planned a Japan wedding for 2020 with 150 guests, but COVID forced a postpone, and Daisy arrived instead. A mini-me, Katy called her. The delay weighed heavy, with Katy admitting to Vogue India it tested their bond. It was a love story for the ages, but even fairy tales have plot twists. Despite the breakup, Katy and Orlando are keeping it together for Daisy. Just days before the split went public, Orlando brought their daughter to Katy's Perth concert, a heartwarming moment that shows they're still a team as parents. Katy's called Daisy her anchor in interviews, saying, "She's why I keep going." Orlando, juggling his film schedule, makes time to FaceTime Daisy daily, sources say. They're both rooted in Montecito, splitting time between homes to keep her life stable. They're in constant touch, a source told Us Weekly. No bad blood, just respect. Katy's even renting out her Westcott estate, once meant to be their family home, signaling a fresh start. It's a rare move in Hollywood, where breakups often turn into tabloid wars. But with all this civility, you can't help but wonder what's simmering beneath the surface. The internet's been buzzing with theories, and fans are picking apart every clue. During her Sydney show, Katy's emotional pause to eat a Tim Tam and dedicate "I'm Still Breathing" to her heartbreak had fans whispering, "Is this her breakup anthem?" one ex-post asked. Others pointed to Orlando's Instagram stories about new beginnings and bravely overcoming fear, with one user tweeting, "Orlando's out here living his best single life." Some speculate Katy's next album will channel this pain, with an ex-post claiming, "She's cooking up a heartbreak record, mark my words." Then there's her playful jab at that fan messaging Orlando, "Funny, but was it a sign of deeper tension?" "Rumors are swirling," another post read, "but we're still waiting for the real tea." It's all speculation, of course, but it keeps viewers hooked, wondering what's fact and what's just chatter. So what's next for these two? Katy's throwing herself into her tour, determined to win back fans with every performance. "I'm channeling this pain into something big," she told a Sydney crowd, hinting at new music. Sources say she's already in the studio, working on tracks that could redefine her sound. Orlando's not slowing down either. He's filming deep cover and posting cryptic captions about growth and freedom. Some fans on X even whisper about a possible reconciliation, pointing to their history of bouncing back. They've split before and made it work, one post noted. But for now, their focus is Daisy and their careers. Unlike most Hollywood splits, there's no venom here, just two people trying to do right by their daughter. It's almost too perfect, which makes you wonder, is this really the end or just a pause in their story? The fan reaction to this split has been a roller coaster of its own. On X, some fans are heartbroken, sharing throwback clips of Katy and Orlando's cutest moments, like their 2016 Cannes dance-off. "They were goals," one user sighed, while another posted a crying emoji with, "Daisy deserves them together." Others have turned it into meme fuel, with viral edits of Katy's space trip dubbed with "I'm Still Breathing" lyrics. The split has sparked bigger conversations too. X threads debate whether Hollywood's obsession with perfect couples sets them up to fail. "Every A-list breakup gets dissected like it's our own," one user wrote. "It's not just about Katy and Orlando, it's about our fascination with love under the spotlight." Their story, civil as it is, has become a mirror for how we view fame and heartbreak. As Katy and Orlando navigate this new chapter, their focus on Daisy and mutual respect stands out. From a stolen burger to a space-age spectacle, their journey's been a wild mix of romance, drama, and resilience. They've weathered public scrutiny, career highs and lows, and even a global pandemic, only to part ways with grace. Hollywood's notorious for chewing up love stories, but their commitment to co-parenting feels like a new script. Can they redefine what a celebrity breakup looks like? Or is this just a polished front for deeper scars? And what about love itself? Can it ever survive the glare of fame? Or is it doomed to fade like a pop song off the charts? Their story leaves us questioning. In a town built on dreams, is lasting love just another illusion?